Hi, it's Tiffany from A New Dawn Tarot, and I'm here to do your tarot card reading for Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. We'll be using the Golden Tarot with this toe-up box and my toe-up nails. All right, so I've done two. I'll do one more and we'll get started. Please give us guidance about the day on Tuesday, June 20th, 2023 with a 5-card read. Please tell us what we need to know about the past, the overall energy for the day on Tuesday, the hidden influences, the advice to be successful, and the outcome on Tuesday. All right. So, in the past, we have the 7 of Pentacles, the overall energy for the day, the Devil in reverse, like that, the hidden influences, the 7 of Cups, the advice to be successful, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the outcome is the 5 of Swords in reverse. All right, let me straighten these out and I'll be right back. Okay, so in the past, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and this is deciding where to put your time, your money, anything like that, and how to maybe invest it wisely. This can also be a review of investments. Again, investment of how you're spending your money, your time, literal investments, things like that. The overall energy for the day is the Devil in reverse, and we love that. So this is the Capricorn card as well. But the Devil in reverse is the release of a burden, which I love. It can also be the release of a fear that you've had. In the hidden influence, we have the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is imagination, playing out scenarios in your head, and kind of deciding where you're going to find fulfillment. And of course, you see all of the different choices. I've never really thought, especially with this deck, it doesn't really show any of them as being bad choices. It's kind of like maybe at this point in your life or at this time, is this a time for fire? Is this a time to start new things? Take action? Is this a time for water? Is this a time for... So just trying to figure out where you're going to find fulfillment. The advice is the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse is either a personal passion project. It kind of always says, you know, not to get frustrated with a process that's already in motion. It can also be 2 steps forward or 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Like you need to do something over or redo something. But as the advice, I think it can also be not moving from place to place. And we'll kind of get into that in a minute. And then the outcome is the 5 of Swords in reverse, which is fabulous. So this is literally, again, getting rid of a headache, giving or receiving an apology, usually receiving. And basically it's kind of like, you know, I'm over it. Let bygones be bygones. No hard feelings. And so if you are getting rid of a headache, something that was a burden, you may be really, again, deciding where you're going to find fulfillment, and you're going to start a personal passion project. And this, you know, sometimes that means letting go of something else. So if you decide that you're going to be a YouTuber or whatever, something else, you know, write songs, a singer at a cafe, you may have to let go of like your 9 to 5 or your corporate job or something like that. So that's one scenario. This can also mean not moving from place to place. That could be a literal move, that could be for work, that could be teleworking, like you've decided that you've been at home and not having to go in the office. And so if they're putting pressure to come back in the office, you may decide that the life work balance is too good this way, and you're just going to let go of the burden because it's not worth it, especially if you're getting more time with friends and family and you're having a fuller life. One of the ladies on, I want to say YouTube Shorts, she's in real estate, and she was saying that she thinks this pressure to go back in the office is because all these companies have these buildings that are half full, some of them not even half full. And so they're paying rent on these offices, and they have equipment and all this stuff, but there are no people. And so that's part of the reason that they're pushing people to go back in the office. But I have done that 4 to 5 hour a day commute, and I always say that it took years off my life. And to a certain extent, I think it did, because you're just so tired all the time, and then you just spend the weekend just laying, trying to recover. It sucks so much energy out of you. So I totally get it. Also, the Capricorn, this is the sign for Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is a playa, whether it's a male or female. And so this is, again, you know how, like, the devil, theoretically, he wants you to want him and what he has to offer. So the devil gives you all of your 7 deadly sins. He says, listen to your ego. You should have whatever you want. And if you want to eat 10 pieces of cake for dinner, you should be able to eat 10 pieces of cake for dinner. And if you want to go have sex with someone that is with someone else, or you're with someone and you want that person, you should be able to do that. And so sometimes when we get rid of the devil, the devil wants to come back, and it's not even that they want you again. They just want to see if they have the same sway over you that they used to. And so that may be an issue too. Just recognize the devil when you see him. And you might just be like, you may not even respond if someone reaches out. What else with the Knight of Wands? Also with the Knight of Wands in reverse, it being not to get frustrated with the process that's already moving forward. Let's say you are, and again, this is just, I like to give examples, but it doesn't mean that it's this exact thing. Let's say you're refinancing your mortgage because it's going to save you a truckload of money, and money's tight. So you're trying to hurry up and get through this process, and you find out that it's been kind of approved or whatever, but there's some sort of delay, or they need, you to send these papers again, but you realize it's going to go through. Like they apologize because they've asked you for this, I don't know how many times, and they need it again. And I remember my sister, when she was it my sister who was refinancing? Yeah, she was refinancing, and they kept asking for the same thing. And she's like, I've already sent it. So what it was that, let's say Paul in this department needed whatever, and then Betty in this department needs 2 of the items that Paul has, but Paul's really slow about sending these things and doesn't respond to his email. So Betty says, well, I'll just ask the homeowner directly because I'll get it faster, and then I could do my part of the job and move it along. And so that's why you keep having to resubmit things and you're just like, ugh. So keep that in mind too, if you have that sort of situation where it's good, but there's a lot of frustrating delays. Something relieves some sort of burden for you, but at the same time, there may be frustrating delays. You're just going to have to kind of eat it, suck it up, whatever the word is. So we're going to do Madame Medora card for Tuesday, June 20th. I almost said July. Tuesday, June 20th. We have a Madame Medora card. One went flying. Is it one? One. The Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. Nope. Where is that Sphinx? It is under the realm of fable. The Sphinx. The Sphinx poses a perplexing riddle. Your abilities will be tested. A difficult problem requires contemplation. Don't act on impulse. Choose your words carefully and think before you speak. Think before you speak. A, don't poke the bear. Don't get frustrated. Choose your words carefully. So yes, don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Because, you know, usually this way, I always say this is the don't poke the bear. And usually you're the bear. And you don't poke the bear either. If you're not the bear, you don't go around poking the bear either. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.